Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Hector, and welcome to the channel. So it is 6:50. I've been up since 6 o'clock. Michelle left at that time, so she woke me up. So I got a good about 5 hours sleep, and I slept that pretty much consecutively. So my sleep is getting better. It's progressively getting better, so that makes me really happy. But today is another busy day. I don't have much time because I do work a mid shift. So for those who don't know what a mid shift is, that's pretty much a shift in the middle of the day. So I start at 11 and then I'll get out around 6ish because I'm definitely going to take a little bit of a short day today because I'm exhausted. But because it's a mid shift, I have no time in the afternoon to really go to the gym. So I scheduled my gym with Maddie early. So I have to work out with her at 9. That way I finish by 10ish. Then I get to work so I can shower and change into my work clothes. So I got an hour to pretty much get all this done. What I'm doing right now, I am cooking breakfast, lunch, and my third meal. So this is going to be my lunch, which is going to be half a cup of white rice with a cup of eggs and 60 grams of Spam, low sodium, because I just needed something quick with a high protein and a good, decent calorie intake for the middle of the day, so that way I have fuel during the day. So that is my option for my second meal, which is lunch. Then my third meal is going to be the same thing as yesterday's, the 2 tortillas. I'm putting turkey breast this time. And then I'm going to have another half. So each tortilla is going to have half a cup of eggs and then an avocado in there. I'm going to slice the avocado in half and then half it again and put them in each tortilla. So all those are going to be in the macros. And then dinner I'll have when I get home with Michelle. So those are going to be my 4 meals for today. I'm packing up my protein powders. I usually take 2 with me. And then I'll drink 1 here. So I have 1 for breakfast, 1 for lunch. And then because, again, I don't really want to take it too late, I'll have 1 before I get to, before I leave work. So I'm getting all that done now. So bear with me a moment as I cook it down, because then I got to shower still. Because once I got home, I literally just crashed. I did not have enough energy to do anything. So I essentially just crashed. So I need a shower, get ready for the gym, pack up my clothes for work. It's a lot of stuff going on. So see y'all in a minute. All right, so I finished cooking. It's a lot of food I cooked in a short amount of time. So breakfast is 1 keto bagel, 60 grams of avocado, 1 cup of egg whites. Lunch will be half a cup of white rice with a cup of egg whites and 60 grams of Spam. Then I have my second meal, or third meal. These are gonna be 2 keto burritos with some sausage, some cottage cheese, and some, I pretty much just put sausage, cottage cheese, and then I also put a piece of cheddar cheese just so I have some cheddar flavor in there. But this is just pretty much a protein bagel or protein tortilla. Then these are just 2 shots of protein powder. So again, making it convenient for transportation, for commute, for work, eating at work. I'm not making extravagant meals, but it is quite possible to eat in your macros when you're commuting to work and when you spend most of your day outside of your own kitchen. So I should have meal prepped this. I'm not prepared this week, so I'm definitely gonna be meal prepping next week because now I'm rushing. So that's not a good thing, and that's what makes people not like this kind of lifestyle. So it's always good to meal prep. You know, that's on me. I did not really take advantage of the time when I had to meal prep for this week because I knew I was going to start. I just didn't know my schedule would be all over the place. But either way, it should have been meal prep. So that's on me. But the next week, I'll have a meal prepping episode. So Goldo Ramsey is going to be coming back. But I'm gonna grub down real quick. I'm literally gonna just scarf it down. Oh, I gotta put 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. And then also, when you are tracking your food while I'm cooking, I put it in the app. So as I'm cooking, I'm putting in the app. So that way I don't gotta worry about remembering or forgetting. So I'm logging everything. So I already got breakfast and lunch and the third meal all logged into my app. So that way that's all tracked. So the only thing left is dinner. So that's a little pro tip for you. So I'm gonna swallow this down because I gotta go. It's already 7:20, so I gotta swallow this down, iron my suit. I gotta go shower. I gotta do all that stuff. So I'll see y'all when I'm not rushing. All right, so good, bad news. It's like, whatever. So Maddie had to cancel. So I didn't read I wasn't touching my phone, obviously, while I was rushing around doing everything. But she texted me that like almost an hour ago. So I essentially just gotta rework the morning, which is fine, because then that means I don't have to rush out of here. Work is at 11, so I could leave the house by 10. So that gives me now a couple of hours to work with, to just pretty much eat, not stuff the food down my throat, pause. Pretty much eat correctly, digest, showered, all that stuff. I gotta shave. I was gonna skip out on that today, but I'm gonna shave now. And then I'll just go straight to work. And then I'll get out again like around 6-ish. And then I'm just gonna hit the gym with Michelle after work. We'll just do the complex gym and take an easier day, because she doesn't really like working back-to-back days. She wants the body to rest, so that's why she can't cancel. The only reason we work scheduled back-to-back days is because my schedule was all over this week. So we were trying to fit my time whatever was possible, but she deemed it better to just essentially rest, because I did push myself a lot yesterday. Yesterday was the first day I did legs, and yesterday I was, she was kicking my butt. So it works out. So I'm still gonna get a workout in, but I'm not gonna get a crazy workout in. I'm gonna just get enough to where, I've got my heart rate around 150, working out, get a good pump in, and then call it a night. So that'll be later on. So I'm going to be getting ready for work now, but that's going to be a little bit later on. So I'm just going to pretty much grub down and just relax, because I do need to relax. I'm exhausted. So I'll see y'all in the eating table. All right, so I finished breakfast. It was quite delicious and filling. I'm finishing up my protein shake, and then I'm going to go edit, relax before getting showered up and going to work. So just wanted to touch base on the food and resting. It is very important to rest. I used to go 6 times a week to the gym, 5 times to 6 times a week. When I started at 31, I would do a push-pull legs, push-pull split. And then on the 6th day, I would rotate. So out of the 4 Saturdays, I would go 2 Saturdays out of the month. So I would do 1 on, 1 off, 1 on, 1 off. That way I could work on stuff I was either lacking on or didn't get to hit in the week. So, when I got into bodybuilding and met Mike and Maddie, they stressed the importance on rest, because the way they work out my muscle groups all in one time, and they literally will tear up my body. They say you will never grow if you don't rest. And the point of bodybuilding is to grow your muscles. So especially since I'm also on a body recomposite program where I'm also doing a lot of cardio, they say you need to really rest. So that's why Maddie really canceled on me. And that, I learned that over time that rest is actually very important, because then also if you're doing all this activity, burning calories, working out, going to work, like I feel it, because again, I'm not sleeping the last couple of days. You feel the body like literally get bogged down. So rest is very important. Do not take that lightly. And then food, I just want to touch base on my philosophy on it, because, now that I'm able to walk, once we get out of this little hole, because I haven't gotten paid in a couple weeks because I ran out of PTO. Once we get out of this little hole that we're in, I plan on taking out Michelle to a date. And I was thinking about that. So the way I treat cheat meals is 1 meal in the week is a cheat meal, not a cheat day. You do not want to do a cheat day, because that one cheat day will null and void essentially most of the week's work that you put in, which meal prepping, working out, and all that stuff. So cheat days are no good, but a cheat meal is perfectly okay. So we have 1 date night a week, which is usually on my days off. And we'll go into the city, pick a restaurant, a random restaurant, and then we'll go eat there. And that will be my cheat meal. And anytime else outside of that will not be my cheat meal. I will always dedicate my cheat meal to a date with Michelle, because that way I don't have to stress about macros. I don't got to tell them to do certain measurements and all that stuff. Like, just want to enjoy my baby's company and just chill. So just wanted to touch base on that philosophy for me. And then also eating healthy or changing your lifestyle up. You know, I wanted to touch base on that as well. You know, my philosophy on that is I spent the last 20 plus years eating unhealthy and sweets and all these good foods and all that stuff. And it got me to over 400 pounds. So I'm perfectly okay with eating whatever I need to eat now to stay within my lifestyle now, hitting my macros, whether it be the same foods over and over again, or greens or anything of the such. You know, I'm perfectly fine with eating that now. Again, it is a mental switch. You have to literally train your brain to thinking that you enjoy these certain foods. Now I enjoy these certain foods, but at first I'm gonna tell you I didn't enjoy it, and that's perfectly normal. But you got to push through that. There are options to, like, alternatives, but you know, I just went through and created new habits and new taste buds for my food. So, you know, I spent the last 20 plus years in eating unhealthy and sweets and all that stuff, so I can spend the next 20 plus years, you know, eating the right way. And then I'll have my cheat meals here and there. But that's what I wanted to touch base on. So I'm pretty much digesting now, hanging out. I'm gonna go start editing the video for today, and then I'm gonna go shower up and get ready for work. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, bro. Bye. Woo! All right. So one thing is, you can't tell my girl Bella anything when the sun is out. She goes right to the door and she's like, I want to go outside, because she wants to sunbathe. That's the life of a lab in a pit, right? So this is how she is every morning. I love to have her get her sun in. So she's right now chilling. And she will stay there pretty much as long as either she was content or until I have to leave. So she's pretty much living the life right there. She is getting all the sun she wants. I'm glad that that's the balcony, the light we get in the balcony, because she loves sunbathing. So I'm really happy about that. That's one of the perks about this apartment that we got. When we noticed it, that was actually one of my selling factors, because I do anything for my girl. But she's chilling right now. I got up, I pretty much cleaned the kitchen and all that stuff. So time to edit. It is currently, a little past 8 now? Yeah, 8:06. So I'm gonna do that for about an hour, take a shower, head out by 10. So everything's pacing quite well now. Not rushing, not going crazy. So let's get to some editing. Fun times. Alright, man, it's time to get ready for work. Real life stuff, you heard? So, beard looking dusty. Time to get it done. All done. Quick little shape up. Took me about 5-10 minutes, but just wanted to get that shaped up real quick. Shower, get ready, be out of here. Busy day. Damn. Yeah. All right, later. All right, I'm ready to head out now. Get there by 11, get out by like 6. But I'm gonna go and say goodbye to my baby girl. She's been a good girl. You want a treat? You want a treat? Yeah, let's get a treat. Come on, let's get a treat. Yeah, come on. For all my bald brothers out there, you already know it's mandatory. Always gotta carry one, especially when it's hot out. And a freshly shaved head. Yeah, I'm gonna be dripping. Perks of being bald, right? Bald and beautiful. So I just rolled my ankle, my left ankle, walking to work. So I'm sitting down so I can rest it for a little bit. About to start walking again because I need to lift my ankle up. I already feel it swelling up, so I just can't catch a break, huh? So, let me get back to it because I need to get to work and it's hot out here, really hot. So I finished work and my ankle is on fire. So my baby came to pick me up. But I could barely walk right now. I'm literally limping all over. It's been like that all damn day. So I'm kind of struggling right now. So let's see how I can progress tonight and see if I can go to the gym or not. But I definitely want to. We'll see. We shall see. So Michelle lost my mic, so I don't know. I don't know if you can hear me or not. But she also, I did lie. I didn't roll my ankle. She actually abuses me.
Are you serious?
She abuses me.
Y'all,
and
this man is a pathological liar.
She kicked my ankle when I was walking out because I didn't give her a kiss in the morning. So she decided to kick me in the shin, and it went into my ankle. So that's why I'm limping. We're on the bus. It was quite torturous. It was a torture, but we eat.
But why are you so close?
We're about to be home. I'm in so much pain. I don't know if it's just from the rolled ankle. I mean, my right ankle hurts, but also it's going up my whole leg. So who knows what's happening right now, but I'm in a lot of pain. So, man, it sucks. But I don't know if I'm gonna go to the gym. It's upsetting to me, very upsetting. But the important thing is recovery. So we'll look at how I look. I'm gonna look at my ankle and see what it's looking like when I get home because I haven't taken my shoe off since I rolled it. So let's see how bad it looks first. But it definitely hurts a lot, so. Come here. We made it home. I've decompressed. And we have examined my ankle because Dr. Michelle here was like, let me take a look at your ankle. And that mother is swollen. I don't know if you want to see my crusty feet, but don't be shaking your head. She act like my feet dusty, but her feet are more dusty than mine. Anyway, yeah, why don't you show your crusty feet? Yeah. Wow. Why you showing my knee?
This is what it's looking like.
Why you showing my knee, bro?
The knee is swollen as well.
Is it?
Purple. We have a reddish hue to it.
You sure?
I'm positive. The ankle is swollen as well because, of course, he had his compression sleeve on for whatever many hours.
Anywho, so I'm taking today off of the gym, unfortunately. It's upsetting to me, but I gotta get recovered. So I'm gonna be chilling. I work in the morning tomorrow, but it's 8:30, almost 8:30, so I want to see what time the sun set. I think it is set already, right? There's no sunlight. Anyway, we're gonna eat dinner soon. See you in a little bit. Oh shit. Sorry, I was just trying to put the flash on. Anyway, God. Anyway.
Cut.
Ain't no cut, bro. I'm finishing this out, bro. We're closing out today's video. My leg is messed up. She's icing my ankle because that thing blew up. And I have to open tomorrow, so I'm just gonna post my macros. These are my macros for today. I'm struggling right now. Oh my god, this thing is bright. Anyway, thank you for watching. I know it wasn't too much today, but you know, that's the real life, right? But still got my macros in, and that's the point. You still get your, if you plan properly and you do things the right way and you're determined, you get it done. And I still got my proper nutrition in. I hit all my macros, and I still got 17,500 steps in with a rolled ankle and a surgically repaired knee. That's 2 months ago. So what excuse can you give me? Like, again, I came from excuses. I know what excuses are, but if you got the willpower, you know your reason why, you get it done. So that's all I'm trying to portray over here. This is too bright. My ankle's hurting. I'm tired. I'm closing this out. Again, I'm not sure if I posted my macros, but my macros are somewhere around here. I'm just in a lot of pain, but I'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. If you would like to watch last week's video, the link will be to the right. If you'd like to follow the socials, Instagram and TikTok will be below. And don't forget to subscribe. And remember, all gas and no brakes. See you later.